Hey guys, it's Super Electivire here, and I'll be bringing you another video today. Hope you guys enjoy it, and here we go. Alrighty guys, so today's video will be a Pokemon of the Week. I'm going to be starting these up for a community and Google+, so just keep going, named right here. Check it out, of course. So I'm just gonna start to be uploading these every week, probably on Mondays, somewhere around then. So today is gonna be Wobbuffet. Of course, it's randomized using a Pokemon randomizer. So yeah. All right. So Wobbuffet is number 202, and it was introduced in Gen 3. It is also known as the Pokemon that I can't spell species. Of course, that's not the official name. So yeah. We'll get started on type analysis. It's a psychic type. That's all I can say. It has no double weaknesses, and but it does have weaknesses to bug, ghost, and dark. I mean, seriously, it's only one type. It can't have double weaknesses or double resistances. So seriously, it does have resistances as well, fighting and psychic. So it doesn't have that many. It's got some weaknesses to ghost, dark, and bug. Bug isn't too common, although you will see bugs. But ghosts like Gengar is pretty bad. In case I forget to mention it later, since I totally forgot about this, I just realized that Mega Gengar is a huge Wobbuffet counter. As you won't really be able to you can't switch out, and it can just spam Shadow Ball. So you can run a Destiny Bond set against it, and you can run Mirror Coat, I believe. But those will be your two, those are like your only options against Mega Gengar. So yeah, good luck with that. I would say Dark and Ghost are actually pretty common. I wouldn't say they're that common, but I mean, you see them quite often. So those aren't some great weaknesses to have, although resistances to fighting and psychic is pretty nice, just because you know, they pack a huge punch. You got Conkeldurr, you got Lucario, you got some of these fighting types and psychic types are like the prime example of heavy hitters. It has no immunities, which I mean isn't the best, but it's got a lot of neutral, which I wouldn't say is the best for a wall, but at least you don't have that many weaknesses. By the way, the psychic is a TGC psychic emblem thingy. So here's its usage in Pokeball and Showdown. In Showdown, its tier is BL. So I mean, it's not in any sort of tier. It's just in BL. I mean, it's not bad, but I don't think it's OU worthy. Definitely, I think I agree with BL. Although I think underused is not bad. Although it's a bit powerful for underused. So in Pokeball, its PBV is actually 150. This is a very interesting Pokemon because it can't really touch you. But the whole point about it is that all the damage that you do to it is almost like it gets reflected back onto you. So it's all about how you want to attack Wobbuffet, and this is serious mind games, guys. The reason why I put this is because it can go in Ubers, really. Like, it can survive in Ubers. So yeah, it's basically how you play it. That's what determines how good it is. But what I thought interesting was that some of the other 150 PVV values are Lucario, Hydreigon, Darmanitan, Ninetales, which is completely overrated. You know, I mean, Sun teams aren't even common, and Ninetales is really bad, actually. In addition, you got Reuniclus, you got Mega Absol, Haxorus, Nidoking, and Celebi. Those are some actually decently powerful Pokemon. I mean, they're not that great, but I mean, like, they can be real threats. Like Mega Absol definitely can deal some like Magic Bounce. It's very helpful. Haxorus and Hydreigon are dragons. You've got Nidoking, who's like a sheer force attacker. Darmanitan's great Scarfer. Celebi, you know, I mean they're not like really good. They're actually pretty decently great. So I mean, like, these are some decent Pokemon that have the same PBV. So I mean, like, when you see Wobbuffet, you don't think of it as that much, but I mean, like, if you see the same Pokemon that have, or if you see different Pokemon that have the same PvV, they're actually not bad. So the reason why it is so good, oh man, you can't even see that green. But the reason why it's so good is because of his abilities. Shadow Tag. I'm just gonna go through his abilities right now. So we'll start off with its effect. Basically, I'll just read this off because I don't think you guys can see the top actually. Non-ghost opponents cannot escape. That's what Shadow Tag does, and that's his primary ability. And his hidden ability is actually telepathy, and its effect is in doubles and triples you aren't hit by your allies' moves. So we'll get into the competitive overview of both abilities. And Shadow Tag it's amazing because it'll help you trap threats that may potentially defeat your team, and then once you get rid of them, you can allow like a stronger Pokemon to sweep, or maybe on like a gimmick set. Like, let's say you're using an Iron. I've used it before, but you can trap the threats such as like Will-O-Wisp users, ground types, steel types, rock types, to be able to get rid of those first, and then well, you can try to get rid of them because it's not a sweeper like Gothitelle. Gothitelle can work Calm Mind, and it actually can attack, but Wobbuffet can't attack. We'll get into that later, but yeah, so if you're running a gimmick set and you need to get rid of some sort of threat, or even if you're just running Talonflame and you need to get rid of some Pokemon, then you can use Shadow Tag and get rid of them. So Telepathy's competitive overview, 2 words, in singles. This is a set, and this whole video series is all for singles. So if you notice here, its effect, in doubles and triples. Well, in doubles and triples is not really going to help you in singles, so good luck with using telepathy and never use it. So yeah, I mean, that's the same thing. If you can notice usage on this Pokemon, look at its other ability. Like, seriously, Shadow Tag is going to help you so much, although I don't think you can look at it actually. And see its overview. I mean, the usage on this Pokemon using Shadow Tag is amazing. It's got high HP. We'll get into those base stats later. It's got high HP, which allows him to be a wall and take out some threats with trapping, which is really nice. And you've got this picture. Wobbuffet and Ubers, why not? Because why not is his prior evolution. And here's just some random Pokedex stuff. I could probably add a picture there, but oh well. Its egg group is amorphous, and its gender ratio is 50-50, male and female. It was introduced in Generation 3, and its Pokédex entry in version Y is, to keep its pitch black tail hidden, it lives quietly in the darkness. It is never first to attack. Keyword is, it is never first to attack. More like key 6 words, but oh well. And its X and Y location is in Reflection Cave. I actually don't remember facing one there, but oh well. And it is in the Friend Safari. Of course, it has to be a Psychic Friend Safari. Duh. There's Mega Alakazam. That's where you get the Mega Stone for Reflection Cave. Just so you know, Mega Alakazam is like, I would say it's a Psychic type as well, and it kind of, I wouldn't say it overshadows Wobbuffet. I mean, it's technically in UU. Wobbuffet is in BL, so I don't know, but it's more offensive than Wobbuffet, like, a lot. I think Mega Alakazam can actually beat a Wobbuffet, probably. But it all depends on the plays that you make. So we'll get into his base stats now. It's got 190 HP, and then 33 attack, special attack, and speed, and 58 defense and special defense. So this sums it down here. Awesome HP, horrible everything else. And, luckily, though, its HP is really high, so you're gonna be able to survive stuff even if your defenses are only at 58. So we'll get into the sets now, and what the heck? Anyway, so this is the set called TakeDownUbers. And of course, I just imported. I'll probably have these in the description below for you to export or import if you want. So only if I remember. But you should really be holding leftovers because he does not really have any other recovery, and we'll get into that pretty soon. You have to have Shadow Tag. I mean, seriously. I just kind of stole Smogon's EVs, but they made sense to me. So I mean, I'm not that great at EVs, but Basically, you have low HP EVs because you are basically going to you basically have a huge HP stat, so you want to sort of take hits from other defensive and special defensive. So Calm Nature raises your special defense and lowers your attack, I believe. You can also run Careful, because you won't be attacking anyways. But if you wanted to be more physically defensive instead of special defensive, you could go Bold or Impish and then switch these two right there. So that's just something that you can totally look out for in case you need to be able to take physical hits better or special hits better. That's just two options. Counter and Mirror Coat are they're the only ways you can deal damage. I mean, basically, when somebody hits you with a physical attack, then using Counter will double the damage that they hit you and hit them instead. It's a fighting type move, and Mirror Coat is the same thing for special, and it's a special psychic type move. Sorry. Destiny Bond, which is basically what this whole set is based around, it's basically just to destroy somebody. And then Safeguard is just a filler, basically, and it prevents status from destroying you and your team if you use it wisely. So, the other options, of course, are just switching the EVs on defense and special defense nature, and there are no pre-evolution, moves that you need to get, or breeding moves that you need to get. Its team members team members that you should have is maybe a cleric in case in case Safeguard you use it too late or it's too slow, then you can use Heal Bell and help you out. And also Wish Passing is great because he does not really have reliable recovery, so you're gonna want to be Wish Passing, assuming that you don't want to use Destiny Bond. Also, you want to make sure that the rest of your team is pretty balanced, because Wobbuffet's not very balanced at all. It's kind of like Wobbuffet is really gimmicky, actually. So yeah, you got threats, and remember Mega Gengar. And then you got status. Status will kill you if you don't use Safeguard in time. Hazards. If you're gonna switch in and out, hazards will really take out a chunk of your HP, because remember, it's based on percentages, so it'll take off like 1/4 of your HP or something like that instead of just actually counting the HP. So you got to watch out for that, because if you're gonna be switching in and out, it's pretty harmful. So you got to have a Rapid Spinner, but I mean hazards aren't that big of a threat. So if you don't have Rapid Spinner, it's okay. It won't kill you. And also ghosts are threats because Shadow Tag does not affect them, and they can hit you for super effective damage. So I mean, Destiny Bond is great. Mega Gengar is great because it can take out those ghosts with Shadow Ball and stuff like that. So that's just one set, and the next set that we're going to be looking at is pretty similar actually, and just called it Annoyance because this is like the standard set. This is like the complete standard set. Its ability, of course, Shadow Tag, and same EVs, same stuff. So if you listened to me on the last ones, then the EVs, same stuff. Same stuff there. And basically the same move, except instead of Destiny Bond, you can run Encore. And what Encore will do is it'll trap them into one move for 3 turns. So it can allow you to set up a Swords Dance, bulk up, substitute, whatever you want, right? So that's really helpful if you don't think Destiny Bond will be that helpful. But Encore is a pre-evolution move, so make sure you get it while it's a why not. So its team members is the same, and its threat is the same, so that's about it. And here is our last set. It is called CrippleU. And basically everything is the same, and I kind of stole this set off of Small Gun also. It's not my set. And it's very gimmicky, even more than the other ones. But I just thought it was it's a pretty interesting set. I wouldn't say it's great. It's a pretty interesting set, so I decided, well, I think it deserves a place as the last one. But the reason why I wouldn't have really used this set is because it requires a transfer move, so you will not be able to use this set in like tournaments or something. But I don't even know why you'd use a gimmick set in tournaments, but oh well. So same everything basically, except this time it's a little bit different. So Charm is basically to lower your opponent's attack by 2 stages. And Tickle lowers your opponent's defense by 2 stages. So And then of course Destiny Bond and Mirror Coat are the same. But the reason why I chose Mirror Coat instead of Counter is because Charm's lowering their attack, so you just wanna have something against special attack. But Wobbuffet's move pool is really small, so you don't have anything for special attack, so there's no other options for that. But Destiny Bond is as you're gonna fate. But the point of this set is you basically keep lowering their attack because they're trapped, remember? So you keep lowering their attack and keep lowering their defense, and hope that, and then of course Mirror Coat will be able to destroy them if they're a special attacker, and then you can either Destiny Bond if you don't have a counter to them, or somebody's or like, you know, something like that, and it'll be able to hit them as you faint and go out with a bang, or you can switch out to a pursuit user. And because their attack is probably going to be around -4, -6, and their defense is going to be around -4, -6. So a pursuit user will be able to deal massive damage to them. So, like, Bisharp is a great team member. I didn't actually put it here, but Bisharp, Tyranitar, you know, stuff like that. So that's basically the whole thing about the set. And of course, pre-evolution, your Charm is a pre-evolve evolution move, and Tickle is a transfer move. So same other options, and same threats, basically. So that's about it. So now we get to do trivia. Its shiny is a purple, which is awesome. It's just purple. And it is one of the 14 Pokemon in Diamond and Pearl that can collect foreign Pokédex entries by a guy in the house in the middle of an ocean, or middle of a sea, whatever. You know how you have the mainland, and then you have the little battle tower, and you have all that extra 3 towns and stuff. Well, when you're surfing, there's a guy there who will actually collect foreign Pokédex entries, and so, but only 14 Pokemon in that game can actually get them. So Wobbuffet's one of them. It can't deal any damage with moves, and if you remember, Pokemon Y's Pokédex entry says it never attacks first. Well, because it can't. It actually can't beat Sableye and Spiritomb only using Ghost and Dark attacking moves. So if Sableye and Spiritomb are only using Shadow Ball and Dark Pulse and maybe status moves, you can't really do anything against them, because Counter and Mirror Coat won't affect them because they're Ghost and Dark. So Counter is Fighting, which doesn't affect Ghost, and then Mirror Coat is Psychic, which doesn't affect Dark. So unfortunately, you can't beat them at all. And same thing before Generation 3, or during Generation 3, you could not beat Ghost types who were only using Ghost type moves, just because Counter is Fighting. And all Ghost type moves at that time were all physical for some reason, because remember the type split, the status or whatever it's called split. So yeah, you gotta watch out for that. But of course, we're not playing Generation 3 anymore, but you still gotta watch out for Sableye and Spiritomb. But, you know, what are the chances? In Generation 3, 2 Wobbuffets holding leftovers could not defeat each other because basically they could not attack, and then when they ran out of all their PP, then they would actually just start using Struggle, and Struggle barely did anything to each other because leftovers would heal their Struggle. So now they changed it so that the recoil is a lot more, so that's probably why they changed it. Its origin was probably like a punching bag because it bounces back attacks like Counter and Mirror Coat, and a Japanese comedian who would slap his forehead, and Karma, because when you send out something, then you get it back. So that's about it, guys. Thanks for watching, guys. Please subscribe if you like these. I think this turned out pretty well, and hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, guys. Please sub, and please like. Check out my other videos. See ya, guys.